Welcome back, Havoc Squad. Welcome to another episode of my little blacksmith shop. Commander General Havoc here. Let's get into it. I know I've been promising everybody that we will get to tin, but getting to this copper is being more difficult than first thought because we have to buy our tin initially in order to make the tin pickaxe. It is causing more headaches than first hoped. What just happened? Oh no. Well, that really stinks. It looks like the game has not saved, because I'm pretty sure in the video before this one we had a lot of copper ore left over. Oh man, that means we gotta start all over again and make some more copper. Again, this is a alpha game, so there are going to be a lot of mistakes or a lot of problems going on. Yep, because there's only one pickaxe here when there should have been two. Now that really stinks. But we're gonna stick to what this channel is all about, which is showing these games in real time with how long it takes everything to actually happen. So bear with us, bear with me as we try to get back to where we were before, and hopefully we can get to that tin today. But from what it looks like, it's probably not gonna happen. So I don't know why it didn't save, or why it actually reverted back to an old save. I don't know what happened there, but we really need to get up to 500 coin as fast as we possibly can. But now it's going to take probably an extra day to get there because of this glitch or whatever happened. The reason why you don't see me hitting the save button is if you watch the first video, I think because I hit the save game too many times, all the games kind of load at once, so they just overlap, and somehow it affects the current game you're playing. So I've kind of haven't used it because I'm worried that I might have to start all over one more time. So I've kind of just held off with using that save game in the menu there. So we'll run back to the mine here. I'm gonna try to mine this. Hopefully the ore deposit is towards the front of the cave, because if it's at the front of the cave, it'll definitely go a heck of a lot faster trying to mine all the ore to get back to where we were. Again, bear with me with this, and for those of you watching, I apologize for the lag and how quiet I may or may not be. I'm still working on this new setup that I have, and still trying to figure out a lot of the best positions to have all the mics, and trying to figure out why this records smoothly but then replays back choppy and all laggy. If you know what the reason might be, let me know in the comments below. I am using a OBS video capturing software. It could just be that my computer is really old. It is 9 years old, running first generation motherboard and CPU, which is probably the biggest reason why it's running low or running slow. And what in the world? Having all of these problems. The only thing that's really been upgraded on this gaming rig that I have is just the graphics card. So basically, I'm running a Windows Vista system on running Windows 8.1 on a Windows Vista system. Surprisingly, it even works as well as it does for the most part. Nice. Okay, so this isn't too bad. It's still near the ground. Let's take out our pickaxe here and start mining this away. Alright, everything made it into the car, so we'll go back and we'll get another crate full. Probably do about this 2 more times. Hopefully we won't be all the way in this cave for the remainder of this video. Hopefully we'll be able to get back out there and make some more money so we can get that first tin ore. Or tin ingot, because we'll have to buy it from the store. Now again, if you notice, that rock has it's 0%. If you go over to one of these, you'll see it's 100% when it starts off. But this one's at 0, but yet I'm still able to mine it. Small little glitch that I'm using to... What the heck happened there? Freaking thing lost me. Using that little glitch here to try to help us out, move up a little bit faster to the next tiers, instead of having to wait day cycle for it to reset back to 100. Now again, it is very strange that the game didn't save my last file. Usually anytime you hit the escape button, it will save the game when you get to the escape menu, but for some reason it didn't save the last playthrough, which stinks because we were right back. We were about to make some more weapons. We were probably pretty close to getting that 500 coin so that we can buy that first tin ore. Did you just stay in the crate? My gosh, is it that hard? Everything just explodes every time you pick it up. It's ridiculously stupid sometimes. Like seriously, why are you being like this? So now the whole bucket falls over. You know, this is just really annoying to have to deal with this every time. And the bucket never sits flat. Never. And every time you pick it up, it always becomes angled. You know, if you want me to skip because I'm probably gonna have to do this a couple more times. If you want me to skip, I know it goes kind of against what my channel is with showing exactly how long does this take. But if you want me to skip it and I'm not even up, crouched. Why are you being so dumb? Just get in the box. Stay there in your home. Thank you. My goodness. If you want me to skip the copper mining part, because we are going to have to do this a couple more times before we even get up to tin. If you want me to skip that, let me know. I'll still record the video just in case you all want to see how long it takes. But I know you guys probably just want to see the really good stuff here in the. So just let me know if you want me to skip it. Go ahead and leave that in the comments below, because it's probably going to take well more mining and selling stuff to get up there. But if you want me to keep making the videos showing exactly how long it takes to mine everything and get that money, again, leave that in the comments below. That'll let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll record it just in case you want to see it. If not, then we'll just skip back to the point where I'll be able to get the. Why is it so hard? Where I'll be able to get the last tin ore so that we can make the tin pickaxe and start making some real money. Get out of here. Get out of my way. Leave me alone. I'm tired of seeing you and having a headache. And I didn't forget, but I still have to go back and show you how you can add more quality to your weapons even after you've maxed out the blade on quality for the first time around. I think I kind of explained it in a previous video, but I wasn't really able to show it because the weapon I was using wasn't becoming reheated. So I'll have to, I think that was a blunt weapon, so I'll have to use like a sword or an axe to really show you exactly what I mean by being able to add more quality to the weapon head, so that way you can increase that quality. Although, again, I don't think that at this point in time the quality affects the amount the sword is worth. I think somewhere in the future that may have some effect in the near future, which I think will be nice, because then, you know, you have a 200 quality sword that's gonna sell a lot more than, you know, an 80 quality sword. So the better the quality, of course, the more you'll be able to get for it, or even the rarity. Maybe it'll increase the rarity of the sword. So it'd be nice to see in the future here what the developer comes up with. I still think it'd be a cool idea to be able to pick up a sword yourself and duel some of the people that are running around. Don't you dare flip that cart. And of course that one flies off anyways. Alright, so this is, you know what, that's our last bucket anyways. What am I doing? Get back in the cart. Get back in here. I'm gonna go quickly grab the 2 that I left down there. All the ore possible at this time is better than nothing. Probably thinking that it would be faster to buy the ore and then sell it. Not necessarily, because then you're really not making that much of a profit. By mining your ore, you're making a way bigger profit than, you know, $3, $2 for the quickness cost, or the quickness bonus from making the sword faster and being able to sell that sword faster. So it's a lot more beneficial to mine your ore. Yes, it does take some time, and I lost one somewhere. Still that copper vein up there, that's okay. Oh well, I'm not gonna spend too much time looking for this thing. If I lost the copper ore, I lost the copper ore. It's not a big deal. It's all gonna reset anyways when I leave this area, which is fine, because then I'd only have to carry 1 copper ore up and out, so that's okay. But yes, it's as I was saying, it's more beneficial to mine your ore, even though it does take some time to do it. You'll save a lot more money in the long term. Please don't hit that tree and flip the cart. Thank you. No, no. Get away from the rocks, because if you hit those rocks, it's going to flip. So we're going to take this nice and slow, all the way back. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why? Why are you acting like that? There's no reason to do that. Just nice and straight is all you gotta do. Just follow me like you're supposed to be doing, and you'll be okay. Tires are flipping out on him. Just don't hit trees. Don't hit anything. Just walk nice and straight. Just get close enough to my farm. I don't have a farm. Blacksmith shop. We'll be alright. You gotta worry about nothing else. Except for me, you know, not putting you to sleep for a very long time. And I'm hoping that the developer will make an update for enchanting soon. If I haven't seen it yet, I should probably go and see if they made an update yet for it. It'd be nice to start enchanting some of these weapons, and hopefully it'll greatly increase the amount a weapon is worth depending on those enchants. Now I'm pretty sure also that with those enchants you'll have a specific request when a customer comes in to get a weapon. They'll probably request a specific enchant, which will be pretty cool too. And the bucket fell over anyways. Just throw it over. At this point, I'm probably better off just throwing it over. Yeah, it all came out anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Just throw it over, and throw some more over. Or what would be cool too is you can take, what would be cool is if you take one of those gems, stick it on like a two-handed weapon or a pole arm and make a staff. That'd be pretty cool, like a wizard staff. Or be able to like take stone or somehow make glass and then enchant that glass with the gems, so you can make different, you know, types of staffs. Now that would be pretty cool, and just have people using magic staffs to fight whatever they're fighting. You know, I've never followed these people running around. They always they carry swords and stuff, but you don't see them fighting anywhere. It'd be pretty cool to see what they're actually fighting, if they're fighting anything. And what happened to that golem that was behind the blacksmith shop? He disappeared too. There used to be a golem on the backside of this blacksmith shop. He's kind of disappeared. Alright, almost done with this mess here. And then we'll go back to the same thing with smelting the ore. You know, I saw one bounce out here. So just shove as much as we can inside, and then we know we're just gonna start making weapons. It doesn't matter what the heck happened there. I just like slam it through the side. Won't matter what the customer wants. We want the good stuff. Of course, I'm gonna make a varieties of all the weapons again. So it'll be basically like the first part of the game. I'm just gonna make almost 2 of everything and just let it sell in hopes, you know, that we can get up to that $500 mark so that we can buy that tin ore. Yeah, I definitely did this before because I had all these stacks of wood inside. And it's very weird because when it gets to this nighttime setting, this is where my screen starts to flip out. And the shaders just, they doesn't like what's going on. Turn that on, get this baby moving. Now you can throw the ore into the furnace after you've lit it. It'll continue to go. I usually don't like doing that. I like being able to know how much ore I put in and how many ingots I get out, because it is 1 for 1. I did have a problem before where the stack of ingots was too high and the ingots fell back into the furnace, and I actually ended up losing an ingot or two ingots actually, because they fell back into the furnace and the furnace didn't see them as ores, so it ended up just destroying the ingots. So I'm a little more cautious now about that. So we can just keep stacking these guys in here and just make a continuous run. Now that we don't have to worry about how many we can shove inside initially. Because as soon as it goes in front of that window there, and of course that one disappeared, oh, there it is. It'll disappear into the furnace, and that is being counted as more iron or copper ingots. So that's always nice. At least you can have a continuous stream of copper going until you're all run out and your furnace melts it all. Sit here in the smelting process for a little bit, and then hopefully we'll be able to move on to the next part. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go open up this shop because it is morning time. At least we can resell all of these weapons we've already sold before. Yeah, we definitely lost or reverted back to an old save game state for some weird reason, because everything's still here. The great sword's still here. We sold that. We sold the great hammer. We sold the pole arm. So yeah, we definitely reverted back to an old saved game for some weird, odd reason. See, and this is what I was talking about. It's stacking up, which is great, but it's falling back into the furnace. So I don't want to lose any of this stuff. So you definitely got to watch it and be careful. So I don't know why this thing reverted back to an old save game state. Very confused. So I'm gonna attempt to use the save game in the main menu there. Don't have it, go away. Or the main screen, and hope that it overwrites this old save game state and not just overlays to where I have the problem before of having the ore fall from the sky. Now I'm not complaining about it falling from the sky. It's just because my rig is so old, I can't handle the amount that is falling or that accumulates at the beginning of the game. I was kind of trying to, with that first game. Yep. He bought the great hammer. Cool. So we leveled up. Yep. Because we were definitely at 3 before. I was trying to have the game do it so many times that when I opened up the shop door, that the ore would be stacked above the door, so you couldn't even walk outside because of how much ore stacked up. But of course my game couldn't handle that, so when it would load up the game would just crash out because it just couldn't handle all of the copper entities on screen. So it ended up just crashing out, and then it's where we are now. I don't have a pickaxe, go away. Where we are now, starting all over again, trying to get back up to that tin ore. I was up to iron. I had just gotten an iron pickaxe, but my game just glitched out hardcore, said forget you, and just totally flipped out, which kind of stunk because it took me a really long time to get there. But now we're back to square one, and I'm now taking you all on that journey. Maybe it'll happen again, maybe it won't. If it does, it'll be pretty freaking funny. And if it does happen again, I'm just gonna call it quits for this game until a better game comes out. Because I think I have to look at their numbers, or the amount of time they're giving me to make these weapons. Because if it's shorter than a minute, shorter than 100 seconds, like if it's like 56, 63 seconds, the game's glitched out. That's how I figured it out the last time. Is the starting, or what they usually give you is like a minute, like 113 seconds, 116 seconds, 100, it's usually over 100 seconds. Can't go see his, he already bought it. But usually they give you over 100 seconds to create stuff. And when the game kind of glitches out, it gives you half that time. Now, I don't know if it's because I have these pre-made weapons and I sit them up on the shelf and they come in and they see it and they're like, oh, well, if you can make it in this amount of time, well, you don't need it. Right? So he bought a dagger. If they see it and they go, okay, well, we don't need to wait that long anymore, cool. But I really think it's just the game has glitched out. Alright, so there's a guy there. So let's go take a look at how much time he's given me. It seems about right. Sorry, we already sold our dagger. Go away. Seems about right, so may or may not be. It's hard to tell right now. But our smelting is almost done. So we'll see exactly what's going on here. Hopefully we'll be able to make something or have something ready again for the next episode, so we can start crafting some stuff, selling more stuff, making some more money. Again, let me know if you want me to just skip over to where I already have two tin ores and we're just waiting for that last one, and bring you on that journey. If you no, that one didn't. Cooled copper ore. What? Okay, because that's not weird. Don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened there at all. I guess I can't stick any more in there. Yeah, this game is definitely glitched out. Great. I hope it doesn't crash again and starts us back to nothing. I can't even see how much time. 40-something seconds, one-handed sword. No, get out of here. See, will you work now? Nope. Alright, so we're going to wait for this thing to finish up. It looks like... Oh, that's why, because we're out of wood. So it's kind of just putting out the last bit of material in there. Let me crouch down in here. Oh yeah, we were definitely out of firewood. Is this... Nope. Let's turn it back on. There we go. At least it didn't... When it shut off, it stopped giving us our iron pieces there, so that's a plus. The last couple of times it's just been like, oh, I'm out of wood, alright, I'm just gonna stop and make you lose all of the ore that I just mined, and you have to do it all over again, which would really stink. At that point I might have just said, you know what, forget it, don't have a one-handed sword, go away. Might have said just forget it, see if there was any updates for it. If not, then just hold off until we got more updates for it. I would stack this on the shelf, but it's kind of pointless because you end up, you run back and forth trying to throw it on here anyways for when people want stuff. So we just need to keep throwing it out in this furnace. Oh, and one just went flying. I hope he fixes some of those physics as well. When you pick stuff up, it just tosses it across the world almost. Like you just, shot it out of a cannon, and it's a headache because you took all that time to get it, and now you can't find it. One-handed axe, don't have it, go away. I have a two-handed axe, great sword, and a palmer. Buy one of those from me. Make my life better. Hope this thing is done soon. Holy cow. I didn't think I had that much ore. Still going. Alright, let's leave it here for a little bit and see if this thing stops here in the next couple of ones. If not, then we might just start making some weapons. How far can I toss you? Not very far. It's weird how the copper ingot is somehow heavier than the ore, and you can throw the ore farther than you can the ingot. Alright, so finally the last one here. Alright, so let's throw all our ingots back up here. And let's see here now what we can do. It is day 10. You know what? We're going to stop it here. I know I said we were going to try to get at least the 1 tin. But mining and smelting took us way too long because we had to go back to an old save state for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it will save this time and we won't run into this problem again. So we'll leave it off here. As always, thank you for watching and liking. I will catch you all on the flip side.